Hello, scientists. I'm Ezekius Wolf. Welcome back to the gaming facility. This is episode 19 in my Let's Play for Abiotic Factor. Links down in the description if you haven't watched from the start. Where we left off last episode, I had found Frake made the grinder, which I'm currently holding on to now, and I had opened up the shortcuts and easy pathway to get to the train station from manufacturing. So I've also done a little bit of running around between now and then. As you can see, I've got a lot of stuff in my inventory. So I did also make a video on base locations for the office sector that you can set up in prior to having the level 1 keycard hacker. So that's worth going and checking out as well. For this episode, we're going to go and set up a base at the tram station. And we are also going to run through the next portal world, which we now have access to. We'll jump in the forklift. And we'll head down here to get back to the office. Not the office, the train station. What am I saying? Not trying to go to the office. Probably done with the office for a little bit, actually. So, all right. So we'll come up here and through this section here. So that's the keypad to open the door that was there, and you get through to that. Well, you get to that by going around through the mining. Now, in the previous episode, I said that I like to set up here in the little office section. I find it's nice and easy to defend, and it's a good location to sort of start from. And I'll normally set up another bench sort of up on the second level there, because it makes it nice and easy to defend this entire area. Because it has been, it's gone through the day-night cycle, the enemies will have respawned, but that's not going to be a huge problem in a second. So I'd like to, so we'll drop the bench there, and we'll pop all these down as well. Okay. I have also gone through and made some more grinding discs. I could probably do with a few more, actually, but it should be sufficient just for now. Now I can get it to fit on the right angle. I can start putting down some storage. And this is obviously going to be useful because the next portal section is going to be another looting area for us. Now, one of you lovely viewers did leave a comment on one of the other videos, mentioning a nice little feature and tip that never used to exist but does now. If you go into your journal and you hover over the locations for the portal worlds, it'll tell you what the possible farmable resources are in those worlds. So thank you to that commenter. I'll have the comment up on the screen. So thank you for that. All the help is really appreciated from the community. So keep those comments coming in. They are very helpful and they are very much noticed by me. I go through and I read every comment. Sometimes I don't get the opportunity to respond to every comment, but I do definitely read every comment that I can. So thank you again for the information and the ongoing support. I'm going to chuck a couple of batteries down. All right. Run that. Plug that in. And plug that in. Now I will do a video looking specifically at how batteries work in a little bit down the line. I want to go through and unlock some more stuff for the batteries so that I can run a little bit more in depth with that. With that being said, we have unlocked the industrial level batteries as well, so we're all set as far as being able to make better quality batteries. I just need the supplies for it. But that's not going to be too difficult. We'll pick these up. I'm going to pick up all this stuff. We'll package this chair as well. All right. And for now, I'm just going to dump the majority of this stuff that I don't need. Oh, actually, I want to hold on to the bullets. I'm going to equip firearm as well. Let's put those there. Actually, I'll set up a couple more storage. So this is where I'm going to be primarily operating out of for a little bit, which is why I do have the storage that I brought with me, as well as having the basics that I need. I didn't bring or build another enhancement bench because I don't really need it. So we're at level 13 for construction. That's not too bad. So we're nearly at our next skill for reloading. Okay, strength's coming along quite well. Yeah, so we've got a few skills that are on the way to unlocking some more perks, so that's going to be good. All right. So let's dump some more of this stuff. Okay, so I'm going to take out these guards. Take him out. Need to reload. Oh, he's chucked a grenade. I don't want to deal with that. It looks like he might be down. Where'd he go? There he is. Oh, he required a few more shots. That's right. Got him in the end. Can I get my grinding discs back? That'd be good if I could. Yeah, so break him down. I'm slowly wanting to collect more human arms because they're going to be needed for something that I want to create a little bit later on. All right, so those are taken care of. We'll go and pop them back. How many discs do I have? I'm not too worried about the discs just at the moment. should be able to come across some more, so. Okay, so I can go through and clear up in there. For now, I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, I've still got one of the arms on me. I'll go put that away. For now, I want to get in and actually focus on going through the portal. So this is the next portal. So we're going to jump down and go through here. You do need to be careful. If you come running down here, then you can actually sort of run off the edge, fall too far and hurt yourself. So you just want to be a little bit careful about that. So this is the next portal world, which is the train.
Scientists, what purpose is the should have been fail-safe. Speak. Tell me, what is the purpose of this train's perpetuity? What does the cruise if it won't going? It must not stop. It must persist at all costs.
So from memory, this front area used to be shut off. So you never used to be able to get out here, so I might try and get up there at the front at some stage.
Keep going. We must fix it.
Get rid of him.
It must persist at all costs. The dark lens.
We'll chop him up as well.
That's what I must do.
There is lore about how the train works and what's going on with all this, but again, that sort of stuff I tend to. Doesn't look like I can chop him up. Yeah, Dr. Hammond is kind of nuts now. So we'll shut that. So there's a lot of stuff in here that we can pick up and take. So axle grease. So axle grease is going to be one of the things I believe that we need to trade with the blacksmith. The blacksmith wants grease for a diode. We need to get a reinforced hose, which I can make for the optic lens. And I need to melt silver and metal scrap to make solder for the fiber optic cable. So the silver is one of the things that I don't have at the moment. But we're going to rectify that pretty soon. So now you can jump out from here through that portal to get back as well, but we're not doing that at the moment. So I'm just going to reload so that I can deal with this soldier that's here. Oh. All right, so we've got that. We'll reload again. Let me sneak in through here because I know there's a soldier there. And I can actually just hit him and he is gone. So we've got a power socket here that we can set up a workbench here if we want. There's a sledgehammer. And we'll break these down. Let's use the vacuum. And as you can see, this is going to give us some grinder discs, some rebar, and some other things that we're going to be able to break down to make important stuff in the future as well. So we now get access to the car battery, which unlocks the charging station for us, which is a huge quality of life upgrade. The charging stations that we've been using previously obviously can't be moved, but we can now make our own charging stations, which is very beneficial. Let's see. I'm gonna get this, the wielding spear up, so we'll take care of him. There we go. Cool, he dropped an SMG as well. That's nice of him. I don't think there's anything else in here. But now, if you want lighting fixtures as well, you can break down these lamps and take them with you. They're a nice, easy way to get lamps set up for your base, and they look quite nice, actually. I like them. But I'm not going to worry about that just for now. I'm not going to worry about getting any of that stuff. Now, I know I can hear the guy around here. And I could sort of come around and just poke him. I should be perfectly fine. Yeah, there we go. But he is dead as well. And now we have found the silver that we need. So this is the silver scrap that we'll be able to melt down to make. Huh. He's T-posing. There you go. Alright. I'm not too worried about that. Let's grab those. That. Alright, so from here, how many discs do I have? I got a few discs left, so I should be able to upset their day. Oh, so he's... Wonder if they blow themselves up. He's down. Just gonna shut that and heal myself. And he's down as well. Okay. We'll pick up some more of this silver. Just because I know that's going to be useful coming up. Okay, what else do I have in here? I can't pick up any more of those. Not wearing an X-ray suit, funnily enough. Okay. So I can climb up here. I can climb up here, take care of this guy. Nice and simple. And more axe grease. Jump across here. Some more axle grease. There's a laser in use. We need to be careful of that, apparently. Climb down here. Yes, I don't want to go under that. Well, I want to go under that. I don't want to. Now, you can pick up this train replica here if you want. Oh, that door's now unlocked. And we'll take him out. Oof. Alright, he's dead. Oof, nearly ran into the laser. That would have been upsetting. How am I going for ammo? Okay, I got plenty of 8mm ammo. Got him with headshots. Excellent. That's still locked. That's fine though. But my accuracy has gone up. Did I get a new? No, I don't have a new one yet. Don't have a new perk for that yet. But that's alright. We'll come up. Did he drop anything? No. I can unlock that now as well. There's another recording from Dr. Mance that you can go and play. Just gonna inject myself again. Let's also wash myself. Okay, we'll kick this. Oops, I forgot to reload. Right. Doors can be very helpful. Alright. Now you can... We can come out here. We can jump out there. You can climb up here, and there's an enemy up there. If you recall the previous episode, there was an invisible enemy that I killed. There's another one that's sitting up there on top of the roof from memory. I don't really want to deal with it for now. So, and I've got full inventory. In particular, I have the silver that I need. I'll be able to break down the pocket watches to get some more chains, get some gears. So I've got some stuff that I can do with all that for now. So we're just gonna jump back. Now the perk that the little buff that we get from completing that is this train perk, the steam powered, where we move faster for a while. Alright. So we've got Grayson. So Grayson, to look at that, Grayson will give us 357 Magnum ammo for chains. So that is very good to know. We'll come back here, and now I'm going to use this to break down some of this stuff. Okay, what else? So I can break down briefcases. I believe I can use the briefcases for something as well. I can make a Geiger counter, make Spuddy, which increase item drop rate, so that could be good. So the invisible enemies that I was talking about, this will help reveal them. and items in my inventory are passively charged, so that's pretty cool. So I might make that at some stage. And this is the charging bench that we can now make. So now I can't make it, even though I've got those items in my crates, I'm pretty sure. I can't make it because I haven't made the item transporter for this workbench. So that is one thing about the benches, is you need to make the upgrades for each individual bench, which can be a little bit of a pain in the neck, but it's not too much of a problem. So we have now gone through and run through that portal. So both that portal, so this portal, Fire Garden and Flat Hill, so they will all reset. I believe they reset twice a week. So they reset Sunday. I think they reset sort of between Saturday and Sunday at midnight, and like Wednesday it might be. I'm not sure exactly off the top of my head. I know they reset twice during the week. So being aware of that sort of gives us a time frame that we can run around and farm those for resources such as the rebar and steel cables, which are important to make things like the grinding discs and other equipment that we are going to need. Actually, I called the tram, but I want to head back and talk to the blacksmith. So let's jump in the forklift and we'll drive back around that way. See if we can't chat to him to get some of these items squared away that we need. What is going on there? Oh, hello. Moving box. That's... Well, I have not come across that before. So, is it just going to follow me now? That is kind of weird. I can honestly say that I have not interacted with that before. Huh. Well, there you go. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research into that and see if I can find more info out about it. Anyway, we're gonna come down here to the blacksmith because I know that he's got items to trade for us. So we can trade for the diode. Yes, so I will get one of those. Now I don't have the item that I need for the fiber optic cable, but what was it? Let me check what it was that I needed. What was I looking at? Fiber optic cable. That's right. I needed to make the solder, so I need to do that. The soup pot. So I have silver on me. Got silver on me. I've got the anvil that I can break down into metal scrap if needed. So I'm going to head back to the office so I can do that. To get that as the next item. And then the last thing that I will need is the reinforced hose. So what else do I need for the reinforced hose? So I've got everything I need for the reinforced hose. So I will be able to make all 3 items, or have all 3 items. Because I've got the diode already. I'll be able to get the other 2 items squared away. so that I can get everything that I need from the blacksmith. How are we doing for time? Alright. So I might actually make. Excuse me, I got the hiccup suddenly. Might actually make. Well, I'm gonna make another cooking pot, so I can add what I need in here. All right, so that needs water anyway. So let's pop that in there. There was silver and metal scrap that I needed. Do I have any metal scrap ready to go? Yes, I do. Excellent. So we'll come around and we'll pop that in there as well. We'll pop that metal back. We'll sort that, sort that. Now, something that I'm going to want to do in the fairly near future is a little bit more around farming. The reason for that is I'm going to want to start to get a handle on anomalies. So you'll see anomalies floating around from time to time. They're the little balls of energy that you see floating around at night time, and you can catch them with test tubes. Now, the thing about anomalies is they are used in a decent number of recipes, but they tend to degrade fairly quickly. And you can't extend sort of the time frame that they degrade. It doesn't matter whether you put them in the fridge or anything like that. They won't. That won't extend their shelf life, so to speak. So I'm gonna see if I can find some.
Anyone else getting a bit hungry?
Because I know that the the anomalies can be used for a bunch of stuff. They can also be traded, if memory serves me correct. And from some information that I was reading previously, they apparently spawn more in greener areas. Ah, there's one over there. And that sucker just disappear on me. Kill you. Kill you. Where'd you go? He was around here somewhere. I didn't just imagine that. I definitely saw him. It's a little bit frustrating, to be honest. Oh well. That's right. I'll be able to find some more. But anomalies do become useful later on. You can use them in a range of different ways to make recipes for a whole bunch of stuff. And like I said, I believe that you can trade them. I just can't remember the context in which you can trade them for. We will circle back around, get our solder that we need. Not done yet, so we'll just wait for that to cook, but that's fine. I have more stuff here that I can break down. I'm not going to break that down. That I want to hold on to. Might dump the wood here because we don't need that. I should make myself some more health kits, given that I've used some. Nope, that was still cooking, damn it. Don't know what I was thinking. It'll have a lid on it when it's done. God, I'm stupid. Alright. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it up at this stage while I wait for the solder to finish. When we come back, I am going to go through and complete, well, I'll get a reinforced hose. Once I've got the solder, I will head back to the blacksmith so that we can get all the items that we need to go and fix the yellow, green, and red pump. Till next time, I've been your friendly neighborhood scientist.